Right, so we thought it would be fun if we get some of the recurring cast from Ancient Aliens and rate them based on nothing but our unwanted opinions. So we didn't really agree on a rating scale. I think, I don't know, should we do like A, B, C, or between 1 and 5?
I like doing numbered rating systems.
So we're going to have to start with Giorgio Tsoukalos. Giorgio A. Tsoukalos. What would you give him? The legendary Times magazine publisher.
That's not really a thing. 100 out of 10, because he just made up this legendary Times thing, and he's had like a massive long career in Ancient Aliens. And he's just funny, even though like he's got boomer tier humour on Instagram sometimes. But on the show itself, he's just so funny because he gets so passionate. In fact, there was one, because let me get my words in order. Progressively throughout the show, I feel that there was a point where he was getting more and more irate that people weren't believing in these ancient aliens. And there's some moment, like in season 6 or whatever, where he's talking about, people not believing that. And he's like, of course it's the aliens. And he's getting like really passionate about it, like being this far away from just being like, you fucking idiots. It was beautiful. 100 out of 10.
I can kind of vibe with that. Wait, can I tell... I'm going to tell a terrible joke that's not funny, and you can feel free to leave the call after I make it. I'm going to give him a legendary Times out of 10. It's really bad. I don't know why I tried.
I won't leave the call. I'll just sit here judging you for the rest of it.
That's fair. I kind of deserve that. I'm just going to have to say, his hair is beautiful. His soul is beautiful. I found out that he's part Austrian. Didn't know that. Don't understand that. Beautiful. He's just... The show would not be Ancient Aliens without him. And he memes himself. Anybody that can meme themselves that isn't Gabby Hanna is good in my books. But not Kindle's real books. So, I tried.
That wasn't bad. That was better.
It was better, but like it was not hard to be better than the previous one. So
the bar's already down here, so only ways up.
Fair, yeah. Okay, so we'll just put him on your scale since it's a number. We have 100 out of 10 for Giorgio. Next, we have David Childress, or Childress, however you want to pronounce his name.
I love him because he's just like, he's like a dad. He's just like a 50 to 60-year-old dad who takes you on little trips to look at big stones. And it's like, look at all these rocks. I love him. He reminds me of my dad in a way, I think. But if I keep going over 10 out of 10, that will wear thin. So I'd give him a solid 9.9 out of 10. There's something really like quite sweet about him. Yeah. Like, I don't believe that he's ever said a bad thing about anyone. He's just got that way about him. It's touching.
I'm going to go a little bit lower. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 because he's fantastic and I love him and I would love to just sit down and have a drink with him. But I know if I sit down and have a drink with him, he's going to be far too loud for me. So I don't know if I can handle it. It would be like being at a concert, like right next to the speaker. Like, I want to hear the things he has to say, but I don't know if I'll be able to after that. So he's going to get a 9 out of 10, only for that one little issue. Besides that, he's perfect, beautiful rock boy. So.
Yeah, he's got that shouty voice. Yeah, I know, but that's what I like about him. Just passion.
Fair. I'm just like, I'm a little bitch baby. I don't know. I don't like loud things. So I have an issue with people shouting around me. I think it's because I'm so quiet. Like, my voice is really just low all the time. It used to be so much quieter as well. It used to drive people insane because nobody could ever hear me. I remember a therapist of mine tried to like psychoanalyze it. It's not actually psychoanalysis, but whatever. She was like, oh, is there like, you're just trying to hide something, or I just have a quiet voice. And then people on my channel as well have been like trying to figure out what's wrong with my voice for the longest time. People have been like, oh, you speak like too low for your actual register, like you're supposed to speak higher pitched, or other people have said that my vocal cords are strained, and other people have said that I'm speaking from my throat, which you're not supposed to do, which I think I'm doing. Maybe it's just because I'm from a different planet and I have different vocal cords. I don't know. So.
That's interesting, actually, because my speaking voice is way lower than my actual register. Like, so I think my speaking voice is quite low. My singing voice is very high, and I comfortably sit at a higher register. But I can't imagine speaking high. It would sound ridiculous. But I can go all the way, like I'm a soprano or something, so I can go up to like a flat A. I don't know. I don't know what these words mean. Like my teacher just tells me these things. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. Maybe my voice is like this. No, that'd be horrible. Imagine if I spoke like that. But see, sometimes it does go a bit higher though. And I go a bit like, yeah, but I've got quite a slow in it.
I kind of want to hear you try like a Paris Hilton. Please. Just.
How does she sound? She's like, oh, she has a lot of vocal fry, doesn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Or she's like, yeah, sliving, that's hard. That's what she's like, right?
Yeah, basically.
Oh my God, sliving.
It's kind of working. Like, I would believe you if you started talking like that.
Well, like the Kardashians do it too, don't they? Like Kim does it as well. Like, oh my God. Like, but vocal frying, it's not amazing for your vocal cords, I think. I don't know.
Maybe that's what's wrong with my voice, because I do kind of do that sometimes. Not when I'm like recording, like we're doing now, because I try and speak louder because people give out that they can't hear me. And then it actually ends up being harder to edit anyway. But my voice does do that a lot. So maybe that's what's wrong. I just broke my voice. Nobody ever taught me how to speak. It's not my fault. It's from growing up watching Paris Hilton. It's her fault. Found the issue.
Blame her. Sue her.
But wait, you're a soprano. I wouldn't have guessed. Like...
Yeah, me neither. I've never known that up until I got a new singing teacher and he said, sing higher, what are you doing? And I was like, I can't do that. And then he was like, yes, you can. And here we are. Okay, thank you.
Well, I can't sing. So I'm going to go ahead and say that I'm a soprano too. I'm not. But
it's fine. No one will ever know.
Except for the fact that I have got songs on Spotify and people have heard my attempts at singing. And it's not singing. So.
Do you actually? What genre?
It's an issue to name. Some sort of like down tempo electronic sort of. Let's get back to rating the people, because we have gone completely off tangent. I don't know why I didn't start with him. I feel like I should have. But Erich von Daniken. You said too much about aliens.
I like him, yeah. Erich von
Daniken.
Daniken. I like him. He's just nice. Like, I feel like a lot of them on the show are quite wholesome. And they're really passionate about UFOs and aliens and ancient civilizations. And I like that for him. I like him. He's sweet.
I don't know. I'm gonna give Erich von Daniken, whose name is just Erich. I could just call him Erich, but I don't want to because it doesn't work. I don't know. There's something about him. He's so smart. He's so great, but he's not as wholesome to me as the others. And I don't want to rate everybody super high. So I'm going to give him no, I need to rate him like at least an 8 because I want to get on Ancient Aliens. 8 out of 10.
You stole my answer. I was going to give him an 8 as well.
Were you?
A nice solid 8.
Beautiful, we both agree. Okay, I have 2 more that I want to ask you about because we can't go through every single person that's ever been on Ancient Aliens because we don't have time for that. Linda Moulton Howe.
Yes, her. I've seen her. She's 79. Bloody hell. 79. I love that for her. She's 79 and still banging on about aliens. That's amazing.
What else would you be doing at that time, really?
Fucking hell. I must come across as really ageist sometimes. There's nothing to do with that though, but it's just, I'm imagining it as like, I think my nan is 80 something, 82, whatever. So I'm just imagining like someone like my nan, just go, because my nan, she doesn't go on about aliens. I think I've never had a conversation with her about aliens or anything. But like this Linda lady, she goes out to the conventions and stuff and does the talks. And, you know, there's that one episode of Ancient Aliens in one of the more recent seasons where they had like some alien con thing in LA, and there are people in the audience being like, yes, I believe that I was adopted and also that I have fathered alien children. And I'm like, oh yeah, do you? You think that, do you? That's nice. She goes to them. Do you know what? Good for her. I'll give her an 8 because good for her that she spent her whole life talking about aliens. I can respect that.
I'm kind of inclined to give her like a 9 maybe, or even higher. She's just Fantastic. I don't know if you watched the newer episodes where they've completely changed the format and they're all in just some room together and they have like video.
No, what?
Have you not watched the newest season? They've changed it.
I didn't realise the newest season had come out. I'm going to have to watch that tonight.
Well, they had like the new one. They did the first episode of the new season was with William Shatner. And I think I might have spoken to you about this. Yeah.
Why the fuck is William Shatner on it? He was... What?
They were trying to convince William Shatner about ancient alien theory. Like, that was the whole episode. And they had, they went through the whole theory and they had that physicist, the one you like. What's his name?
Michio Kaku?
Yeah, they had him on a video.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, and so the new episodes, they're still all in the little room, but they just change who's in the room. So at one point they had Linda on a video call, not actually there, and she was talking about cow mutilations and stuff and how that's tied to aliens. So she's just... I'm going to give her 9 out of 10 because she's the most normal, respectable seeming of these people. Like, she's an investigative journalist. She's an actual, like, career journalist. And she spent the whole time talking about aliens mutilating cows, like, going on about, not MK Ultra, Majestic 12. I always get them mixed up because they've got an M in the name. So she's getting a 9 for me. Guess we can do an 8.5 then and round it off.
I can't believe they changed the format of Ancient Aliens. They didn't tell me or consult me. I'm hurt. Really.
You know what? They've done so many seasons of the same thing and they're running out of ancient alien theories to talk about, so they had to do something.
They've blamed it, like, everything there is to blame on aliens. So, I mean, there was even one episode once where they were talking about the future and I was like, have they really ran out of history?
No, my favourite is still, of all the, like, the grasping at straws ones they've done, is the Bigfoot episode. It's just like...
I haven't seen it.
I don't know if it was a whole episode dedicated to Bigfoot. I feel like it was, but I don't remember. But they were going on about how Bigfoot was an alien. And
Legends.
I just can't cope with that. It's just too much for me at that point. I don't know. But yeah, they changed the format. It's pretty good. I don't know if they changed it because they ran out of stuff or because of, like, the big bad disease. I don't know if we're allowed to say that yet. Some people are saying we can, some people are saying we can't. The Panasonic. But
no one from YouTube HQ is going to watch this video this far into this video at this point, so I think it's fine to say the pandemic or whatever.
Panasonic, just to be on the safe side. The final one. No, I've saved the best till last because we're going to fight over this. The final person that we have to rate is Nick Pope.
Minus 1 million.
Why? Explain to the people why.
He's a shill. He's a shill. He's being paid by someone. I don't know if he's being paid off by NASA, by the GCHQ, by Joe Rogan, Dan Aykroyd. I don't know, but he's just a shill. And also, the thing is though, is I do kind of I would love to reach out to him and be like, I want you on my YouTube channel. And then I want the interview. I would love to interview him. And it's just to be so disastrously bad that he leaves within 5 minutes. Because I sit down and I'm like, and I shuffle some papers importantly. So I've got on good authority that you are a shill. What do you say to these claims? It would just be like funny. It's more of a cartoon. He's more of like a cartoon villain to me. You know, I could probably like chat to him about this stuff. But I just don't trust him.
See, I don't get, like, I know you explained your story for you watched him in a documentary hungover and it caused you a bad time and now you think he's a shill. I know you explained this. But I don't get it. Because first of all, I don't understand the concept of a shill in general. I just don't get what anybody has to gain from that. Like, I know people have explained it. Yeah, but like, how much money are NASA going to make from Nick Pope talking about aliens?
No, NASA has the money to just like throw around, let's be realistic. Because what do? They just sit there in a room full of people. I'm joking, like people are going to get so mad. Like my whole, like, you know, NASA, Operation Paperclip, yada, 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 we know. But a lot of this stuff, I am like joking with a lot of what I say. Because sometimes when NASA puts up pictures of like the moon or whatever, I will comment on these pictures on Instagram and say like fake news, photoshopped, and people get really mad about it. It's like, obviously I'm fucking joking, come on. But Nick Pope, well, he used to work for the government in England. I don't trust the government in England. So there. Easy, done. Even though I love Ed Miliband, but still.
See, okay, I'm not going to point out the contradictions. I'm just going to say it's a fair point. You're entitled to your opinion. I just think...
I'm really not. I'm not entitled to any of these opinions. I'm an idiot.
I invited you on here. That gave you free reign to say whatever you want, idiotic or not.
I just really want him to, you know, like in Pokemon, how you have to have a rival. I think Nick Pope should be my rival. He should be my Ash Ketchum.
Wait, so you're the bad guy?
I'm Gary Oak. Gary Oak is way cooler than Ash Ketchum. Are you kidding? Gary Oak is like way cooler. He has so many badges. Like, he has 10 badges. Gary Oak has 10 badges. You can only get 8 in the Kanto region. Like, he's literally... Gary Oak... Yeah. Gary Oak is the coolest. Ash Ketchum sucks. And what happens in that Pokemon movie? He just, like, gets turned to cement. And then other Pokemon cry and bring him back to life. Bollocks. Fake news.
This is the most passionate you've ever been about anything. Even more passionate than when you said the moon's not romantic, it's a burden. So...
I'm sorry, I'm really stupid. I shouldn't have a big YouTube platform. I don't know why so many people follow me. It's actually, I'm concerned.
It's entertaining to watch somebody.
Thank you.
So.
Just like a British Tana Mojo, really.
I mean, except Tana Mojo doesn't really talk about anything ever. She's never said anything in her life. She says so much, but nothing comes out of her mouth. Does that make sense?
I say that, like saying so many things and yet none of it means anything. It's beautiful, really, when you look at it that way. It's kind of beautiful in a way.
It is an art form. I give her that. I mean, she's made a lot of money off. She had one, like, he fucked me with a toothbrush. Like, that was the one thing that rose her to stardom. So, good job. I couldn't say something like that on the internet. More power to you. Just please put on a mask. That's all.
Have you watched that video? You know she didn't actually get fucked with a toothbrush, right? It was just clickbait.
I've never actually watched a Tana Mojo video. I watched her reality thing, but I haven't watched one of her videos.
She just used to clickbait so hard. She was the queen of it. Undisputed queen of clickbait. In fact, one time there was like one video title she had that was something like, I caught my boyfriend cheating in a foursome. And then you watch the video, she had a dream about her boyfriend cheating her in a foursome, and she managed to make like an 8 or 10 minute long video out of it. So, you know, props to that.
Wait, I could do that because I have really weird dreams. I had a dream the other day that I was friends with Jeffree Star. This was like, not the other day, this was like 2 years ago, but like, what the fuck ever. Anyway, he was still Jeffree Star before all the plastic surgery and his hair was pink and he was still making music, but he was also a YouTuber. And we were like best friends, and he confided in me that he's not actually gay. Like, he's straight, but his whole persona was that he wanted to be gay or something. So, you know, I could make a whole video about that. 2 people will watch it, but I could do it.
I once had a dream that I was at a party with PewDiePie and then we did MDMA.
I feel like he doesn't do drugs. I don't know why.
Well, I think I'm just really biased because of my own like past history and stuff, yeah. I kind of think like, oh, they must have all tried it. Look, you're a multi-millionaire. Of course you must have tried like a cheeky bit of gear. Imagine PewDiePie and Marzia doing a few cheeky lines on a Friday with a dog sitting there. I don't know, I'm really biased. Like, I'm so cynical that I find it more surprising if like a fully grown adult has never tried any drugs. Especially if you live in England as well, because I just feel like everyone in England at some point has, but that might just be like indicative of where I've grown up. I don't know.
No, I'm sure he has tried drugs, but I don't think he's a doer of drugs. Maybe he's like, I don't know, maybe he's quite fond of them. I have no idea what he does in his spare time, but I just feel like he doesn't. I don't know why. I'm sure but I do like the idea of him and Marzia just at home. What else are you going to do during lockdown, really?
Yeah, when you're that rich. Imagine Zoella, and she's done a few pills with Alfie, and Alfie's like rolling around on his giant skate ramp he's got in his garden, and she's busy taking pictures of cabbages, because that's the thing she does. Congratulations to the couple that like she's pregnant, congrats. But just imagine, like I just like to think that like all of that lot, like that, kind of like cookie cutter clean sort of old British squad. I like to imagine that they've all just like had moments when they've just done loads of drugs. It's really funny to me.
No, I'm sure they
Can we put this in? We're going to get sued by Zoella.
It's all opinion. It's okay. It's fine.
I'm just theorising. Like, Cabba, what you've not. You've never like just been tempted to do a little cheeky bit of MDMA.
Zoella has almost definitely, in my opinion, done drugs. I never finished my rating of Nick Pope. I don't know how we went on this
10 out of 10, I bet.
I just think he gives so much legitimacy to the alien theory because he did work for the government. Because he did, and he goes on about like he worked for the Ministry of Defence. I don't know what they
even worse. Great, even worse. Great. What have they ever done for UFOs? Nothing.
Defending.
They revert. I'm sorry if anyone here works in the MOD. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just joking around. But I bet they've taken loads of UFOs, reverse engineered them, and they'll usher in the false flag. And it'll be Nick Pope orchestrating the false flag and getting everyone in martial law.
Okay, well, now that you say that, that kind of makes sense.
I need to stop, because what if Nick Pope sees this and then tries to sue me?
This is all opinion. None of this is facts. Please do not sue us. And for legal reasons, this is all a joke. There you go.
Nick Pope, come on the Big Alizee channel and let's talk about how you're secretly being paid by possibly Joe Rogan.
I would love to know that he's being paid by Joe Rogan specifically. Like, not NASA, not the government, Joe Rogan.
If he was, I would end my rivalry right there. I'd just shake his hand and be like, you know what, fair enough. Fair play. Getting paid off by Joe Rogan. Sweet.
I want to be paid off by somebody. It's so unfair.
Yeah, me too.
You know what, though? Like, commentary channels and stuff seem to get the accusations thrown at them all the time that they're being paid off. I think somebody was theorizing the other day that I'm, like, getting... Because, I cover stuff with Dissociated. That I'm getting, like, behind-the-scenes stuff from Dissociated and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I've never talked to this person. She probably hates me. So, like, no, I'm not getting behind-the-scenes stuff. It's only a matter of time before people start saying that I'm getting paid off by Dissociated. But, like, I have a friend, Cringy, check out her channel. Somebody was accusing her of being paid off by Trisha Paytas.
Legend.
Yeah, because she made a Dissociated video as well, and there was that whole thing. I don't think, this was like a year ago. For Trisha Paytas, this is like 5 whole identity changes, not identity, that's a dodgy word to be using in this context, in this drama. Personality changes. By now. She doesn't remember that. But if she is getting paid off, I would like to be paid off too, Trisha Paytas. Please, you have lots of money. Help me pay my college fees. Thanks.
She makes bank with like frenemies and her OnlyFans. So, Trisha Paytas, pay me off as well. Why not? I don't talk about you ever because I'm kind of terrified, but my PayPal's in the description on my channel.
I'm gonna just, say, email me. Okay, I think I emailed you once. Email me. Reply to my email.
You should get Trisha Paytas on your channel somehow. Like, email her. I don't care. Just make it happen. It'll be so... Talk to her about, like, Area 51. I bet she's got... I bet we'd be surprised, and I bet she's got, like, some bizarre opinions about aliens.
She's just gonna start talking about how she wants to fuck an alien. I assure you that's what's gonna happen. And I will love it. I will just sit there like, yes, this is peak content. Thank you so much, Trisha, for your service.
Please, Trisha Paytas, come onto this channel.
Rating for Nick Pope, he gets shill out of 10. There you go. You win. I believe you now. When you said the false flag thing, I'm like, shit, he probably is.
Please don't believe anything I say. Please don't.
It's too late. It's done. It's over. It's all your fault. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Check out Alizee's channel. Link will be in the description for that. I haven't said this already. I'm so sorry that you have to listen to all of this. Please subscribe and click the bell button to get notifications when I upload. And if you would like to, you can also check out the Patreon or the memberships. The links in the description where you can get extra benefits and stuff. So check those out. And you can also follow me on social media. Again, do check out Alizee. Link in the description. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Cheers, mate. Bye. I'm sorry, Nick Pope. I'm sorry for everything.